Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center, Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Wednesday, March 20... What's today's date, Michael? 24th. And a Wednesday, or March 25th and a Thursday in Australia, New Zealand. And the moon is in Leo all day. We have a lovely trine between the sun in Aries and the moon in Leo. That is a creative, self-expressive Leo side trine. And so it stimulates our passions, our fiery creativity, and our need to express ourselves. The moon also makes a supportive connection to Chiron. So this is actually a good day to express, talk about the wounded masculine, wounds around identity, and not just, the wounds, but how we can heal those wounds, what we can do to tend to those wounds. Chiron often is associated with the wounds, but it is the wounded healer. And so within the wound is the remedy for the wound. Chiron acts very much like a homeopathy, in that like heals like. And Chiron also deals with alternative medicine. And so, we look at the situation, we find ourselves with a lot of very sort of angry, lost souls, striking out, taking out their aggressions on innocent bystanders. They seem to not be able to find, they feel the need to take action on what's on their woundedness. And so understanding that from a more holistic perspective is really a viable way forward. It's not simply a single person at a single time, but a legacy of bullying and a legacy of not understanding the needs of the masculine in a healthy way. We often, governments and such, people in power often take the energy of the masculine and mold it into something that they utilize, instead of allowing the men and women really to embody that masculine, that healthy masculine energy, that protective energy, that willing to go into places that other people are not willing to go into, that initiatory energy of Aries. We also have a square today between the moon and Uranus. Uranus, of course, is in Taurus. This is a first quarter crisis in action square. So there is some emotional instability still in the air. And of course, the moon makes an opposition to Saturn, giving us a sort of reality check. Saturn in Aquarius, the moon in Leo. The moon in Leo is very subjective. It's very personal. Saturn in Aquarius is kind of aloof. But it does give us an opportunity to see perhaps how we can utilize our creative energy to help the community. We also have the sun making a sextile to Mars. Mars is very close to the north node of the moon, probably in part of the issues that we're seeing with a lot of the violence. Of course, we have violence every day. It just doesn't make the news because it's so common, unfortunately, here in the States. But this is something that we really need to work on. And the moon then makes a sextile to the north node of the moon. So we have an opportunity to use our creativity in a proactive way, in a way that we can communicate with one another and perhaps come with some understanding of our situation and how to remedy it, how to work with it, how to work with the perpetrators, and how to work with the people who are victimized by it. So there's a lot to work on. There's a lot to talk about. there's a lot to heal, but the potential for the healing is there. And so I think it's important that we embrace that. So if you're wondering why I'm just sitting here and not walking around the yard, is I was hoping that some of the birds, I just put some new bird feed in. I was hoping more birds would be out, but Michael and I are sitting here watching them. So sometimes when you watch them, they don't show up because, I don't know, they think you're a predator or something. Of course, we're not a predator. We just feed them. We're like mommy and daddy to the birds. But you can hear them. I love the bird songs. All right, guys, much love. Take care. I will see you again tomorrow. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Much love.